Hey, dog. Yeah. Codependency on the bottom. Um, Understand that you're whole. You don't need anything or anybody else to make you whole. There's nothing that you need to achieve or go seek out to become complete. Understand that you are a complete recipe in just your existence. And anything that you feel like you need is within you. It's within you. And in that process, you realize you don't need anything because it's all here for you. And it's like at any given time, you can have access to all this stuff. So it's like, how could you need anything when you can actualize it just, through your vibration or whatever? You can call it into you and it'll be there in your experience as you understand how to navigate these things. So understand that you are whole. There's no job you need to get to become whole. There's no experience you need to go have to become whole. You don't need to go get in a relationship to become whole. Understand that you are whole, period. I am, period. So get out of your head. Understand that if you're trying to understand all these things in the mind, you're getting further away from the truth, because the truth is not in the mind. The truth is not logical. The truth can be felt at a heart level. You just feel it. You just know it. You just experience it. So understand that if you're trying to wrap your brain around all these things, or you're trying to use logic and 4 plus 4 and 5 plus 5 to make it all make sense, that's you're getting further from the truth, because all this stuff just exists. It's not for you to understand. It's not for you to use reason and to make it make sense, because it makes sense. You just have to experience it. And then once you go to try to explain it, it's losing the truth of it. Because even this reading right now, like, I'm channeling and I'm letting you know, but it's like, all it is I'm picking up on an energy and expressing it to you, but it's like the truth of the energy is the energy. So it's like I'm limited in just communication. Like, this is English. Like, this is the English language. To somebody else, this means nothing to them, Like, the words don't mean anything. Somebody who doesn't speak English will just be like, they might feel the energy, they might pick up on it, the passion I'm talking with, the fire I'm talking with, all that. But the words themselves isn't what's being communicated, it's what's being used as a tool to express the energy. But the energy itself is what's going on. The energy itself is what we're working with in this space. So understand that, get out of your head. Like, that's not where it is anyway. So it's like, even if I'm saying things and using words that you may not be familiar with yet, feel into the energy of what I'm saying. Feel into what you do understand. Feel into, that's the truth that will pay you, that can be used by you, that you can take forward into learning whatever you need to learn and discovering more truths for yourself. But understand that it's energetic. Use your heart more than your head. And understand that that'll lead you forward for sure. So, hell yeah. That was a really good one. I appreciate that message. I felt good to deliver it. So, thank y'all. The bottom's doing numbers right now. Listen to some music. Music is very spiritual. So, go listen to something that makes you feel inspired. Go listen to something that makes you feel connected to everything, that makes you feel whole, that makes you feel like God embodied, because you are. So understand that it is that deep. It's always that deep. I know a lot of people don't see it that deep. Hey, Grand Rising, thank you for being here and thank you for the follow. But understand that it is that deep. Music has a power. It's literally vibrations. It's literally frequencies. It's literally spells. It's literally all that stuff that spirituality is, that magic is, that transmutation, alchemy, all that is present in music. So understand that. Make sure you're listening to something that's in alignment to the life you're trying to create, into the energy and frequencies you're trying to embody, because it's real. And all that stuff lives inside you, and it's projected outwards from you as well. So I'm also hearing, pay attention to your mental diet, the music you're listening to, the content you're consuming on social media, the advice you're listening to, the feedback from other people you're getting, all that, the stuff you're watching, all that makes up your mental diet, and all that affects your vibration, your frequency, and what shows up for you in your life. So if you're consuming a bunch of stuff that you don't want in your life, like, you're watching a bunch of murder documentaries, but you don't want to be afraid of being murdered or murder existing, or you watch a bunch of news which is telling you that, bad things are happening all the time, but you don't want to experience bad things all the time. Like, those things should match. So it's like, what you're watching should make you feel inspired. What you're watching and consuming should make you feel connected to everything. Should make you feel like you're the best person in the world. Should make you feel like you can do anything you put your mind to, Like, that's how you should feel. And the things that you're spending your attention your energy and your awareness on should affirm that. You should be in a loop of inspiration, a loop of empowerment, a loop of things that affirm your existence. You shouldn't be consuming things that make you feel fearful. You shouldn't be spending too much time doing things that make you feel out of alignment and ungrounded and like you're just out here on your own. Understand that all that's important. Hell yeah, mental diet, just like the food you eat, because all the inputs affect the outputs. So we'd be silly to think that what we're paying attention, all that stuff that we're putting into our mind and things we're literally thinking about and contemplating over and over again, that they don't come out in your life, in your experience, and affect your tomorrow, your today, and all that. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And that doesn't have to be like a grueling thing, you know, where it's not fun or you can't watch certain things, you know, because I know I'm somebody who likes thrillers and likes suspenseful things and movies like that. Do I want those things to play out in my experience? Absolutely not. But, you know, there's room for it. And it's the intention more than anything. Because now that you know that, you're going to move differently. So when you do watch those things, it's like you're going to know, like, okay, I'm not just blindly watching. I'm not just, you know, consuming this stuff. It's kind of like, you know, it's like a cheat meal, I guess. It's kind of like, you know, like, okay, this may not be something I should watch all the time, but I do enjoy it. And through that, the fact that you do enjoy it is going to pay you. It's being transmuted now because you enjoy, you're going to feel inspired. Now it becomes self-care, even though, like, yes, it's a thriller and, you know, it's a murder mystery or whatever. It makes you feel good on the inside in your heart. And it's not, you're just not just blindly watching it. It's like, I know this serves me. You're watching with intention. So then that point, it can serve you. And that's the biggest thing in all this, is just the awareness. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a saint. You don't have to, you know, deny all these worldly things. It's like, you're on earth to experience earth. Don't get me wrong at all. Like, you're here to experience things. You're here to have a life that's worth living. And you're not here to be afraid of everything or shun it all away in the sake of being pure and enlightened. But just the intention and the awareness as you experience all these things changes everything. And it changes how these things will impact you. Now the murder mystery, now you're sending a clear message to the universe. I'm not watching this thing to make it my reality or to project it outward into my life. Like, that's not why I'm watching it, to enjoy myself right now. And I understand that I don't want this to create this, but what I want is these things that, you know, where I spend most of my time, the things I spend most of my time consuming. And this is just, you know, I'm just watching this right now, but no harmful power. I'm not actually trying to create this. And, you know, and it won't impact you negatively. But if you're just blindly watching and you're not aware, then your results will be random. You know, sometimes you might think, oh, you wanted to see that. So now, boom, like now you're in the middle of a thriller yourself. And it's like, what? You love thrillers, right? And it's like you sent the wrong message because you weren't intentional. You weren't aware. You were just kind of blindly doing things. So that's all. Definitely just be mindful of that and understand that all of it plays a role in the life you're creating. So, hell yeah, enjoy. Do a couple more of these oracles and then we'll call it. Definitely starting to feel complete. Yeah, today was dope. Like, I'm really grateful. This is definitely one of my favorite Mondays so far. I feel like every week is different, but I don't know, this one felt really powerful, really profound. And yeah, the energy is definitely flowing. I feel like I could keep going forever, honestly. Codependency again. Yeah, this just feels like a confirmation of like allowing you guys to go soon, not keeping you guys in this space too much, and understanding that, you know, there's integration to be had, and not to just overload you guys with knowledge and things to think about, because then, you know, it dilutes. You know, the more it is, the more diluted it gets, and I don't want you guys to forget about things, you know, like once we get into hour 2, hour whatever, like the things in the beginning that were just as profound may be lost and all that. So it's like understanding when to remove yourself and allow integration to start. So